Welcome back. With recent market volatility, 401k savings accounts are seeing huge swings. You know this is putting retirement at top of mind for many. And the question of when to retire, do people need to delay it now? We want to hear from you on this. So we've got a poll question up for you. Are recent 401k drops making you delay your retirement? You can answer this question on our poll, abc4.com/engage, or take note of that QR code on the right side of your screen. Pull your phone out, scan it. We want to hear your thoughts on this. We will check in on these results again in just a few minutes. In the meantime, we're going to talk a bit more about this. We have Brian Urie here from Mountain West Credit Union to talk more about 401k plans and just how worried you should be. Brian, thank you for being here with us.
You're welcome.
Okay, we know this is a big talker recently, a big conversation, as I'm sure on your end as well. Give us a little bit of a context here. How big of the dips have we seen, and how worried should people be about this?
Yeah, what investors need to know is that there's a difference between their bank statements and their investment statements. Their bank statements tell them how much money they have. Their investment statements don't tell us how much money we have. They tell us how much investors would pay us for all the property in our accounts if we sold all of that property on a given day when the statement was printed or when we're looking at the balance on our screen.
Okay. Continue.
So even if a person was retiring today, they wouldn't be selling all of the property in their account. They'd be selling maybe 1/3 of 1% this month to supplement Social Security and other income sources. And next month, they would be selling 1/3 of 1% again. So while the investment balance or value is instructive, it's not real money. And therefore, as long as we remind our brains that there's a difference between our bank statement and our investment statement, it's easier to experience what we're experiencing.
Okay, so with this in mind, sticking with this, would you tell people, is it wise for people to continue to contribute to their 401k with these balances temporarily down?
As long as they don't mind buying things when they're on sale.
Okay.
By stopping, they're waiting until they're going to have to pay full price again. This reminds me of back in March of 2020 when there were so many unanswered questions about COVID. We saw a 35% drop in the stock market in that month alone. When I compared how many shares I was buying with that $1 amount coming from my paycheck in February of 2020, and how many more shares I was able to buy for the same dollar amount coming from my paycheck in March when the values had dropped, it was a huge difference. And I was able to buy a lot more property for my investment account, so I have more things to sell when I retire if I don't stop buying during times like now.
So then, Brian, what would you say to this? How should long-term investors view these short-term market drops?
Well, I often compare it to like being stuck in traffic when you're on a long road trip, driving somewhere far away. I was presenting this concept to a group of long-haul truckers, and I asked them, which lane is the fastest lane when you're stuck in traffic on the freeway? And their answer was, the one you're in. So put some thought into which lane you're going to be in for the long part of the trip. And when you're stuck in traffic, it's tempting to think that another lane's going to go faster. We've all done it and found that it wasn't. We've tried State Street. We've tried the frontage road to see if it was any faster and learned we weren't the only ones who had that idea. And it was just as congested there as well. So my advice is take a deep breath, turn on some good music, and before you know it, you'll be back to freeway speeds.
Okay, great advice from Brian there. Turn on some good music, take it slow. We'll figure it out. Brian, we want to look at these poll responses one more time. We're going to check back on our poll. Again, this is, are 401k drops delaying your retirement plans? You can see some of the results there. 53% say yes. We got about 17% no, around 30% unsure. Definitely something we're going to keep an eye on, but we thank Brian for his advice today. Brian, thank you very much.
Thank you.